27th of May 2024. Time to stand up for yourself more energetically. Hi, Anastacia Young Guide. Welcome. Time to stand up for yourself more energetically. Speak up, stand up, set new boundaries with everybody in a brand new way. Why have I come on here today? My last video took hours to be able to come in because I shared of my personal energy in my human embodiment voicing. And right now I'm coming here as I've been guided to come in and to share with you a bit more of pre-steps. So much is out about coming home to ourselves and loving ourselves unconditionally and all the spiritual words and terms that are used. And I'm starting to get to, after 30 years working inwards, 20 years more in the public, 10 years more writing publicly, to now have pulled back. So welcome and thank you for joining me. I want you to please slow down and uptake what I'm sharing as a giant mirror of a mirror for you. If you react to anything that I say and share, please know I'm coming from pure, unconditional love of being ahead of time. What I wrote up to 10 years ago is playing out now in humanity. So I'm still hanging around. I'm always linked in 24/7 as an Ascensioneer, Ascension Pioneer, that's a new word, and Trailblazer, through doing it in the physical and real life, apart from all the spiritual words. Part of, I was the first female, many of you know this, for those that don't, that fought my own case for 7 years with the military after being physically assaulted, that my case broke through and set a precedence for every female in the Army, Air Force and Navy. I have been spoken to on a podcast about this that I've shared many times before. So what I share is real and truth. And I just had someone, Larry, that just thanked me for still being me, staying authentic, staying real and true to my word. And I said it's the only thing I can do now. Okay, big release of energy. If you're still here, well done. For those of you that know these energies, golden nuggets and answers come all the way through. And towards the end, it's a build up as I'm picking up and clearing and releasing energies. I'm talking quite full on at the moment in a pure divine flow, clearing the sacral energy center of your body. 3 fingers below your belly button is your sacral, and just see the orange there and visualize it clearing out muck, old energies through you without analyzing, through your thoughts. It's time to ask, are you ready to get really real? Let me take a pause and shift energies. That's what it takes to clear. So that's 3 minutes. That felt like a very long time for me when you're living in infinite energies, living in the flow. When you're working with in spirit, you've got to remember the other side of that is soul. Soul and spirit linking to higher self, monad, source, God, okay? So grounding in, wiggle your toes. There we go. Hello, Kylie. Hello, darling. So a few things I want to talk about is, at the moment, I did a big video on this recently, is that people are now coming from their filter. Now please be aware of your mind kicking in and the logic. This is about allowing you to let go of all the thoughts in your head and simply feel. Feel this energy is enough. You don't need to think or analyze. And somebody wrote on the Anastacia Young Guide page not long ago about when I said, are you ready to get really real? And what I mean by that, are you ready to get really real? People saying, are you getting real and this, that, from a surface level head. I'm talking about really real from beyond below the iceberg, not even below the iceberg. Been there, done that. This is beyond below the iceberg. This is For those who are learning to step into their mastership of unconditional love, of neutrality in 5D, and then some that are also learning to step into their mastering, their mastership into their grand mastering. And those that have been around for a little while know it takes quite a lot of years in the human to learn to embody and master. Anyway, this soul wrote a comment, and I'm guided to interact energetically. So again, get out of your head. This is new and firstly to the planet what I bring through from 10D. I've been in 5D for 18, 20 years now. Okay, so, and they wrote some comment, don't recall it, I've moved on, some comment about what I wrote, are we ready to get really real? Yes, we're all ready to get really real. We're already doing that. I said no. And so, okay, big shift happening again. Many are not even aware about bringing the consciousness in with their feeling to come in and embody, to feel unconditional love. That's the starting point. The majority of the spiritual world, which I'm moving away from that term more and more now because it's been, our ascension timeline has been hijacked. I did a video not long ago that you can find here or Anna's YouTube website, Facebook page, all the same name, Anastacia, bluebeyondguide.com. That's because people ask me. Okay, big shift happening again. People are now prejudging and predetermining what a reply is going to be in a new and different way. This has only just started in a new and different way. So there's a big layer of old energy shifting right now, because as I try and recall what I was saying, Spirit saying move, shift that energy now. Somebody just, while that's shifting, somebody just messaged me, which, you know, so many of us get comments and messages and all of that stuff, especially females. I'm not saying it doesn't happen to males, but females get hit up quite a lot. And then this soul started to, and this is talking about energies. This is not about people personally. I just do not go there anymore. I speak in energies now. That's all that I deal with, because it's just too much and people are dealing with so much, and everybody's shadow energies are coming up. They're not realizing all of this has already been written and spoken of before. So this is not new. This is either this year or last year. I've already introduced this, and now it's just coming to play in humanity now. Humanity's put the cart before the horse. We need to slow down and then get into some pre-steps, okay? More about that later. And they asked me when was I born, or the time or something like that. And I said, please don't message here. Not interested. And yet they continued, what do you mean? And I'm like, so what I do is when people do that, now I will go get a copy of my latest video. But then also part of my role was to let them know you crossed an energy boundary. I actually really, you have to watch the video, Who Hijacked the Ascension Timeline. Too much to explain here. Okay, Kerry, and please come from in here. I know you're asking, and I am talking about energies, a lot of head energy here, okay? Remember, you're welcome if you react as if I'm a trigger for you, for what's going on for you. I come from pure unconditional love in everything I say, and yes, I actually do need to say that now. I need to check it every time practically when I'm talking to somebody, because they're coming from their filter, from what they think I'm going to say or what they think how I'm going to react. This is pretty big now. So you need to be the master in stepping up and not handing over your power. And the biggest area, let me go back to this person, then I'll finish off with energy boundaries. So I then let them know, energetically, you crossed a line. You crossed a boundary. I didn't ask you. Then they sent another one giving me all these details about I will need this vibrational thing. I've got this issue, this issue. Who the fuck asked you? Who the fuck asked you to come into my energy? You didn't come into my energy space. But who asked them? Now listen, that is not okay. So of course, let them know, delete, block, all of that. So, you know, people are just the biggest area with everyone, all of you right now is energy boundaries and protection. People are overspilling left, right, and center, not even aware they don't have energy boundaries. And because that is my forte, and I've been doing this a very long time in grand mastering energies, this has all been let know to me. I do not self-label. Everything I stand by, everything I say. We've just hit 10 minutes. I'm going to finish up now. So really, right now, put your arms up. Bring your energy in. Yes, I know, Kerry. Lots of love to you, sister. I know. I was just giving you some feedback. You didn't ask, but you're here. So I just let you know in love. All right, darling? So yeah. Beautiful. Kerry just replied back. You mentioned, and I'm curious. Wonderful. It's all love. If we, as I say to people, if we can't come from unconditional love with each other and get our shit together, what hope has the rest of the world got? You know what I mean? I say that lightly, but it's true. Brothers and sisters, we need to be able to communicate with each other in unconditional love, keeping ourselves in check. We're not even doing that that's why I've completely removed myself from everybody, because everybody's going through a lot. There's so much love here. So just feel that crash, bang, boom. So bring your energy in. Bring in those beautiful light beams too. Do this many times a day. And what I actually do now, I've started to do, which also works, because over 20 to 30 years, the amount of tools and methods that I have that work, from going through the hard shit of many addictions, PTSD, abuse, so much, 2, 3 marriages. You know, we've all got stories, I know, but it's the working through and coming through. And the other one is to hug yourself. If you feel your energy is spilling and you're out somewhere and you're feeling unsettled and you're picking up stuff and all of that we can feel at times when the energies are very overwhelming, hug yourself. And it gives you a moment to feel and breathe and be aware and just recall your energy in by doing that one thing alone. All right, masters, I'm going to go. So much love to you. Just a big unconditional love beam here. Okay, be gentle and kind on yourself. Keep your energy boundaries in check. Always put you first in looking after you. Now, energies have changed. The old adages, and there's a lot of sayings and a lot of writings of the old that no longer resonate because our ascension timeline has been hijacked. I'm not on the same one that the majority of the spiritual communities are. Why? Because it's been taken over with the head, businesses, popularity. I'm not into that. I'm into heart base. Are you ready to get really real? And there's many of us here, but we're not out. Most of us are not up and out there. So well done you, and welcome to you, whether you're here newly or you've been following for some time. I love you so very much. You matter. Everything you're going through does matter. Okay? So much love, masters. Bless. Thank you. Bye.